тоже посмотрели. Какой-то подлаг был небольшой. Ну ладно, пойдем свидетельниц.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Сомневаюсь.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Ну, допустим.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Ясно. Check.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
По-хорошему, надо здесь бы сослаться на чек, который мы нашли. Но вроде как это и не ложь. Ну, ладно.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Все-таки правильно угадали мы с вопросом.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Ну, тут нет,
You know
но
exactly what happened yesterday, don't you, Mrs.
у меня
Bishop?
нет улики.
You've been through it yourself.
I'm gonna call my lawyer. You have a damn cheek accusing me of that.
Да. Не знаю даже. Честно. Даже не знаю. Давайте так.
You
Нет.
should be ashamed of yourself.
Мы
detective.
задали неверный
I've already
вопрос.
been through a lot today without your harassment.
Точнее, мы привели
Your
неверные
husband is in
доказательства.
trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a
Надо было
big boy
выбирать,
detective.
надо было
I'm
выбирать
so
все-таки, наверное,
This is
банковский чек.
Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Надо позвонить.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
У нас есть новое место. Поехали туда. Здесь нам делать больше нечего. Абсолютно. Поехали.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, and a movie producer's wife. Finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Ну, насчет сливок я бы посомневался. Скорее уж какая-то клоака, пардон. но явно не слив. Ладно. Поехали.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed? Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McCaffrey.
Как вариант. Ладно, у нас пока загрузка. Разговор с мисс Бишоп нам подкинул пищу для размышлений. Да, вот мы видим русалку. Это то место, по которому нам рассказывала девочка. Ладно. Так. Сзади там как? Нельзя обойти. Нет, да? О, можно. Можно обойти. Можно сюда побежать. Или может какой-нибудь значок все-таки там. Или газета какая-нибудь будет. Мусорки пусто. Иногда в этой игре иногда полезно шарить по таким закоулкам. Можно наткнуться на какой-нибудь спрятанный полицейский значок. Или на коробку с фильмом. Ну, не знаю, вроде здесь все пусто. Слишком много времени тратить я на это не хочу. Ну, ребят, если хотите, сами найдете. На ютубе довольно много видео, на которых отражено местонахождение всех роликов, всех значков, всех газет. Поэтому это не проблема. Ладно, идем дальше.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Ладно, пойдем. О, тоже мужик бородатый. Ну ничего, так симпатично. А вот павильончик.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Ладно. Сначала посмотрим на вот это. И здесь у нас камера.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
Угу.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Вот эта комната.
Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Голова. Точно такая же, как мы нашли. Но, блин, не появляется то, что улика добавлена или еще что-то. Ну, не знаю. Вот и хлоргидрат. Самый, я поймал какой-то лак. Непонятный. На самом деле.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Так. Отлично. Мы нашли... Опа. Ну, на что она звонит? Вот эту голову. Бывает. Так. Ладно. Туда мы тоже сходим. Значит, тут все посмотрим, осмотрим. Ничего не вижу. Ладно. Пойдем туда. Вот здесь мастерская. Что-то типа гримерки.
I
doubt it.
У нас здесь всякий ненужный нам хлам абсолютно. Ну, по-моему, здесь
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat
ничего
through
нам не
there.
может пригодиться. Расчески, щетки нам не нужны. Склад одежды. Так. Так. Туалет. Ну и, я так понимаю, точно такое же двойное стекло. Да. Расстояние между ними что-то уж слишком большое. Ладно. Выйдем, пойдем на улицу. Там есть один из секреток. Может посмотреть опять на головы. А, вот и газета. Единственная, которой мне не хватало. Смотрим.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Syrettes.
Yeah, syrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey, hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Параллельно нам рассказывает про драгдилеров. Интересно, интересно. Ладно, положим. Да, и блин, из этих всех голов ни одна не детектится как улика. Что за нафиг? А вот и улика. Да.
So this is where you sprang from.
Блин, а вот раньше это, ну, нельзя было сделать. Ты вот кучу вот этих голов посмотрел. И что, собственно? Хоба. А проход-то нарисованный. Ребята. У нас бутылка. Нафиг нам не нужная. И самое главное, дверка. Куда же эта дверка? Хоба. Хоба. Туалет. Девочки.
I wonder if they saw this, how the budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to Hollywood.
Так. Окей. Так, посмотрим. Марк Бишоп, Джессика Хэмилтон. Или Хэмилтон. И... Почему у нас улики не появилось?
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
А нету записи. Спёрли ее, спёрли. Что тут у нас? Угу.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Да. Чё мы её открыть не можем? Сабля. Неплохая. Ладно. Что у нас тут еще есть? Что у нас тут еще? Бутылки. Бутылки нас не интересуют. Оп. Посмотрели. Ладно, идем обратно допрашивать нашего чувака. Чувак попал. Однозначно. Ну, я думаю, мы его посадим. Да? Да. Приступим.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. I haven't seen him around here in a while.
Врешь, чувак.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Чувак, у тебя же вот такая штучка есть.
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Врешь ты, гад.
I'm warning you, Hopgood. If you give him up to McAfee and we find out about it...
Wind it back a notch, tough guy. I'm telling you, I don't know where he is.
Блин. Блин. Ладно.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Ну, у нас, допустим, есть что, контейнер.
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
Интересно.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What?
Чек на 20 косарей.
Enough of the lies.
I told you, I get my cut selling dirty movies.
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
Ну, не знаю.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps!
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. To stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Это жестко. Жестко, чуваки, жестко. Ай, они, видать, обиделись. И сильно обиделись. Пошли вон. Пошел нахер. Ай-яй-яй, рано. Давай, зая.
Keep it steady. I'll try and bust his tires.
Ну, блин, ты, дави их. Дави ты этих гадов. Ё-моё, блин. Бас. Что вы делаете? Давай, езжай дальше. Право, налево. Жук налево. Так. Ну и все, пожалуй.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Ой, мы оторвались от этих уродов. Замочили. Хире как. Так, ну в принципе ясно.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight. Now look what you've done!
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him. Christ alive!
Я же говорил, что я плохой водитель.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch.
Ah, вот.
I'm about done, but open your eyes!
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Да, они правы. Да, они не вправе устраивать самосуд. Даже по отношению к такому ублюдку. Вот мы и на месте. Барабанная земли. Пафосный облет камер.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No.
Да, сейчас, наверное, самый нелюбимый эпизод за всю игру. Это вот тупая вот эта вот погоня. Ай, лак поймал, лак поймал, лак поймал. Бегим. Направо, налево. Если подняться на самый верх. И что больше всего бесит, пока не сработает скрипт, мы его не догоним, ребята. Вот. Вот я не понимаю, зачем это надо. Честно. Это игра. Какого уровня? Ну, скриптованность, ну, что-то вал, да. Да, может быть, они хотели показать всю красоту, не знаю, работу движка, но... Блин, ребята, зачем? Давай, залезай, зарезай. Куда он? Куда он побежал? Давай, чувак, давай. Беги, чувак. 5. Опять ролик. Это, по-моему, единственная сцена за всю игру, где мы можем погибнуть от того, что упадем с высоты. Во всех остальных случаях нам просто не дают этого.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place. Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Нигде. Ай-яй-яй-яй, да спускайся, ж ты гад. Беги, за укрытие. Стань ты, блин, за укрытие. Косоруки ты. Давай, высовывайся. И тут такие не блещут, да. Да я, в принципе, стрелок так себе, еще и фрапс. С 30 FPS играть в шутер это неудобно. Сейчас, берем вот эту штучку. Ниже. Куда хреначат, вот. Дальше сюда хреначат. Опа. Можно было стрелять по бочкам, кстати. Ну чё, куда нам дать, чувак? Чувак! Ну чё там завис? Это я завис.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Давай. Опа.
Find some cover.
Да пошел ты вон, гад. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй, ну куда ж ты укрываешься? Goddammit. Давай, выйди, укройся. Что ж тут такое? Куда мы попадаем? Не вижу. Вижу. Опа. Вторая тоже. Так. Готово, красавчики. Откуда еще? Откуда? Опять у нас все подвисло. Ох, что ж сегодня за день за такой? Я не вижу, откуда они стреляют. Телефон не вижу. Так тут. Здрасте, могу догадываться. Ладно. Сюда. Так, откуда? Откуда? Сверху. Да давай, погинайся ж ты, ёпта, твою мать, укрытие используй, дебила кусок. Вот честно, я раза 3 нажимал на кнопку. Да. Так. Здесь у нас обычно. Статую. Блин. Я куда-то не туда побежал. Ну что ж за день за такой. Блин. Ни черта не вижу. Какую статую? Куда мне надо бежать? Эту что? Блин. Я не увидел, куда он побежал. Ну, черт возьми. Туда, не туда. Куда же мне надо? Неужели я такой тупой? А, вот. Господи. Ох, ничего не вижу. Так, стой. Стой, да. Ну ты, ё-моё. Детка, давай, спускайся. Ну же, не тупи. Да. Что ж ты подлагиваешь-то, а? Нашего кента чуть-чуть завалили. Ну что ж ты? Давай. Иди больше. Ну что это было, блин? Как так? Ну ё-моё, ну капец. Ладно. В этой сцене, допустим, я тупил. Сильно тупил. Но я не вижу ни одной бочки. Дело в том, что сейчас, на данный момент, я не вижу ни одной бочки. Так я должен. За укрытие. Все готово? И мы это сделали. Бегим. Пошел ты.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Откуда стреляет? Не вижу. Какого куда? А, вон он. Ладно, бегим дальше. Ну, куда эти уроды побежали? Ну, ладно, идем так. Все. Мы победили. Давай. А мы будем играть в стиле Рэмбо. Так, еще один. О. Готово. Забываю стоять на радар.
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for snatch, rape, and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Итак, нас повысили, мы закрыли очередное дело, все замечательно. Ну и смотрим вторую часть ролика на скрипте.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Довольно мерзкий, неприятный тип, нам с ним предстоит поработать в будущем. Ну, и он нас предаст, да.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole?
Этому
The
бару
hopheads love it.
Sure.
тоже суждено
Big bands and
служить
swing, I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to
неоднозначную
that?
роль в жизни Фелпса.
This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the
Миги
door.
похож на кого-то из рэперов. Знаменитых.
Real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Итак, что мы имеем? Певичку-наркоманку, доктора-драгдилера и непонятного чувака-детектива из отдела нравов. И нас повысили. И на этом я хочу сказать всем спасибо за просмотр. С вами был Толис. Увидимся!